basically saying that there were 6 deposits. I don't know the exact amounts, but you were supposed to make cash deposits to the bank and you didn't. Is that?
Well, I had to pay my mom's funeral, my brother's funeral.
Especially we don't know how to get downstairs either.
Are you guys able to walk us outside?
That's really embarrassing. They're going to be embarrassed after they are proven wrong.
Are you hard of hearing at all? Are you able to hear?
No, but my sight isn't always that great, and so I don't pay attention.
So I've used it and it's been a minute, but it makes a sound, right, when something gets scanned?
I guess I don't know.
When it comes to working in the retail sector, even people in positions of responsibility can get tempted when handling their employer's finances. From struggling single moms to a modern-day Robin Hood, here are 7 times dumb managers got busted stealing on the job.
Are you gonna fire you, or you know?
Oh, I know, no, it's fine. Okay. The district manager is pissed off about it because everybody else loves me and wants to hire me.
Right.
So he's very pissed off.
Yeah.
On November 7th, 2023, cops were called to a Pep Boy store about an assistant manager who'd been caught stealing. Upon their arrival, officers were given more details about what she'd stolen, and what was most shocking was the total value of everything she took.
$97,000 over the past year. Most of that was tires, $57,000. So basically, she has a friend that owns a rental car company on Orange Avenue, and he brings his cars here. She writes a ticket, puts the tires on his cars, and then deletes the ticket. And she said he pays her $50 a piece for the tires. And they average $170 a piece is the one she's giving them.
What's this guy's name?
The guy that
CJ?
she said he goes by CJ, but she said she thinks this is his real name. Because she also gave him an engine that's worth over $25,000. She wrote up this ticket, but he has the engine. He took it. This is not paid for. But she believes this is his real name.
In addition to the stolen tires, the assistant manager had also ordered $1,800 worth of Lyft rides over the last 3 months for herself and her family, as well as for her friend CJ, and charged them to fake work orders. There was also a $1,462 brake job that wasn't paid for in the last week.
So what vehicle came here for that breakdown?
It was a Mercedes.
Same one they're loading the tires into, or a different
Well,
one?
that's the only one I saw because that was the most recent.
Okay.
So I saw her do that on, it was Friday evening, where they waited till the store, she's the assistant manager. So as soon as the store manager went home for the day, she had that guy back the Mercedes up to the first bay door, and then she helped roll the tires out, and they stuck them in the back of the.
Did you get a tag for that car, or does that show in your camera?
I don't. It may be on a. Let's see if it's on a ticket.
With such huge sums being taken, it's no wonder the store had been declared the 3rd worst in the company, and they'd even had a visit from the district manager for an audit and inventory. The officers then went to speak to the assistant manager, who'd already admitted to the theft.
So it's been going for over the past year. Right here, we have all of these special order tires, basically. You work here.
Yes.
You know what that means more than I do.
Yeah.
I barely know what that means. But these, correct, this is your employee number 489154.
Correct.
Sloan West, right? So only you have access to that. These are the tires that you ordered, and they're saying that they never made it to the shop. Those are the tires
That they never been before to the companies. We go to the shop.
Okay. Are
So
these
where it came from there is up to everything else.
okay? So would these be the tires that you would have given? What's the name of the individual that you're working with? CJ.
The officer worked with the assistant manager to understand her side of the story and how the pressures of being a single mom had led to the theft. Apparently, she had 3 kids who were 14, 15, and 17 years old respectively. The struggle is understandable, but the stealing is not.
I get it. No, I understand. Like, hard times, need the extra cash, 3 kids by yourself. Doing the best you can for the lifts. For tires, how have you been getting him the tires?
Usually he comes picks them up or he drops off the car.
I'm sorry? Drops off the car and you just put the new tires on the car. Do you personally do that, or you make like a work order and one of the workers do that?
Yeah.
Okay. He's going through hard times as well, but he had every opportunity to pay it. This is like a week now.
No, honestly, he's actually been working, he's been doing lifts, not lifts, he's been doing runarounds, errands for us, carrier service for us.
Okay. Also, he's also a Pep Boys employee.
No, he's not Pep Boys.
Oh, okay.
We hire people outside.
Oh, okay. I got you.
The assistant manager continued to cooperate as the officers asked her about the theft of the engine. And then they came to a video of her moving 6 tires into a vehicle. Amazingly, it seemed she had a second friend who was buying the tires, and a courier called Jorge to take them to him.
How much was he paying you for it?
He was doing 1,000.
1,000 for each tire?
No, 1,000 for
Oh. So jeez.
Not paying that much. So how does Jorge usually get notified to deliver parts?
I text him.
Okay.
Do you have Jorge?
I do. You have a
Is that right there?
And you have Hoff's number?
No, I don't.
How do you communicate with Hoff?
Usually we call him up, come up here.
Come into the store. What does he drive?
That's why I talked to him when You want me to screenshot and send?
We'll send you a link where you can send whatever.
Officers then asked the assistant manager if the store had talked to her about what would happen next. She indicated they had, but her attitude was surprising for someone who'd been caught in the wrong, almost as if she blamed the company for the situation.
Have they talked to you about what's going to happen after this? Like, are you going to fire you, or do you know?
Oh, I already know everything. It's fine.
Okay.
The district
I don't know.
manager is pissed off about it because everybody else loves me and wants to hire me.
Really?
So he's very pissed off.
Yeah.
He's like, this.
What else did he have to say? What did he have to say about it?
He said he's disappointed and he goes, why didn't you come to me? And I'm like, did he come to you?
Yeah.
Oh, he said I'm heartbroken right now. I'm supposed to be on PTO.
Yeah.
Sorry, Oma.
Has this happened in any other stores?
No, I don't know.
You don't know?
No, this rich guy said that he's around me. Am I walking with you?
The time had come to arrest her. No doubt the officers were happy she didn't resist as they placed her in cuffs, but she continued to show no remorse for what she'd done and seemed surprisingly unconcerned about being taken to jail.
Do you have any other items here? Or are they all on your...
Somebody else can pick them up later.
Do you want to give us a specific name just so you know exclusively who they're going to...
Don't know later.
Don't know later?
Got it?
I got someone give me about 2 minutes. I'll get one. So, do you mind staying with your feet further apart, please? Do you have anything on you? Illegal substances? Guns, knives, needles?
Pins.
Where are your pins?
Perhaps the assistant manager freely admitted to her crimes because she knew she'd been caught red-handed. She was charged with grand theft and a scheme to defraud, and sentenced to 9 months in jail and 20 years of probation. She was also ordered to pay $97,000 in restitution. On January 31, 2020, officers were dispatched to investigate a manager caught stealing while carrying out his duties to collect money from the registers for counting and safekeeping in the bank vault. Officers first spoke with the asset protection team.
How you doing, man? You know, another day, brother. What you got?
Something big.
A lot.
100,000 or more.
Well, I just talked with Paul.
Yes, I believe.
Okay, and so I think he's going to try. So apparently, originally it came out that he wasn't on scene, and apparently he's on.
He's back there.
Yeah, they called him, and after they called, he kind of like when he was on the phone, he was like, okay, like basically like I don't give that's what we took it as.
Yeah.
But
is he still here?
Yeah, he is. That's what I'm trying to. My mind going so much I can't figure out what's going on.
What was it that he was stealing?
Money, straight cash. He had access to the recycler and the cash office.
Yeah.
CSM.
Yeah, I got it.
Making cash advances to his own.
The team showed videos of the manager moving cash deposit bags around and taking them out of sight of the cameras. They explained how they'd only just realized he was stealing the previous day and that they've been paying close attention to security footage since.
Let me ask you this. So when you guys actually, for the people that are grab and drop, right? The people that are grabbing that stuff, what are they
supposed to be doing with it?
Like, I wouldn't imagine y'all's procedure for that kind of money. I wouldn't imagine they would just walk up and they'd be like, all right, I'm going to take a little bit here. I'm going to take a little bit here and put it in. I would imagine there's some kind of like, hey, I'm taking 20 grand to drop to wherever. They've got some kind of form or a printout.
Yeah.
So even if he were to say I was doing a legitimate thing, that's not y'all's process, correct? Like, you wouldn't just walk in with the bag and just start grabbing shit, putting it in there.
No, because the money they're taking out of that machine, they're supposed to put it in a register. Like, so if he put it in the bag, the bag's supposed to go
to a register so that they can put it in there.
He's using his numbers, so that's how he knew who he was. So he's putting his numbers in to get into the recite. So you got to sign in so they can know exactly who's taking the money out of the recite.
So there's several things about this then. Number one, the looking around, the going in, just walking in there and just willy-nilly grabbing X amount of whatever he grabbed, and then on his way out, he can't even say I was taking it to a cashier because you see him drop it right there on the side.
After looking into the manager's suspicious activity, the asset protection team estimated there had been around 25 to 30 transactions in January alone, totaling over $100,000 of stolen cash. They explained a girl had been arrested the previous day, and he was the one who'd signed her money order, so he was currently writing a statement for that incident.
Does he even know about this?
No, they might have not said. They might have asked him about it, and he's just saying he don't know. He didn't have the. He don't know, but I'm pretty sure if somebody showed him this, I mean, he ain't gonna have a choice.
That'll jog your memory a little bit.
I've showed him. Nah, man, that ain't me. You wearing the same shirt right now.
We have that. We have that too. But yeah, she said she'll let me know when they ready. But
Sarge, like I said, is trying to get somebody over here.
A detective from the Financial Crimes Unit arrived and looked at all the evidence the asset protection team had gathered. They spent about an hour going through security footage when cameras caught the manager attempting to leave the store, so officers went to detain him.
On my phone. Alright. Put your hands together like a prayer, brother. Be the most comfortable. Alright. Go here, brother.
You have any idea what's going on?
Yeah, well, he was talking to me about some incidents, and I told him everything that I knew. Like, he ain't could remember it, and then other than that, you know, I figured that would be easier when they called me and talked.
Okay.
I know she had the.
Well, I'm not entirely sure about that part because, like I said, I just got it myself. I'm still working on it. It's actually quicker than I thought. Before we get going on it, I'm going to read you some information because you are right now detained. Okay. You were in there. So bear with me.
The financial crimes detective proceeded to read the Walmart manager his rights, but he didn't get far before they were interrupted. The manager's mom had arrived at the store, and once he knew she was there, he only had one thing on his mind.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can only be used against you in court of law. You have the right to have a lawyer.
This is his mom right here.
Okay, just give us a second.
Just a second.
Just give me a second.
Just keep it.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer. This time, have a lawyer present with you in question. First of all, you're not a juvenile, right?
No, let me see.
Okay. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you for any question if you wish. You can sign any time to exercise these rights and ask you questions to make any sense. You understand these rights as I've explained them to you?
Yes, sir.
These rights are mine. You wish to speak with me now.
Can I speak to my mom, please?
What do you need to speak to your mom about?
I just want to call my grandma and talk to you.
Just run to her. Have mom slip in here quick.
The manager's mom was ushered in, and the detective allowed them to speak under supervision. She didn't seem to know what was going on, and her son claimed he didn't know either. It was the detective who explained the situation.
Call him to go. Please. Mom, no, please. Mom, no, call him.
I need you.
I'm going to talk to him. Mom, no, just call. Please call him. Just call him.
Alex, I need you to tell me what's going on.
Mom, I don't know.
Before we get into that,
Just call. Please just call me.
I'm not trying to be rude, but he is an adult. I'm extending the
Mom. Mom.
to let you know what's going on.
I don't.
Okay, but there's some, before he starts going off there.
Mom, just call me and go.
Let him speak.
Good? Yes, ma'am. I mean, yeah. Like I said, he's not about telling.
So I can't help you.
After the suspect's mom was shown out again, the detective began questioning him. The detective pulled up one of the videos where the suspect walked out of view of the cameras and asked him about what he'd been doing while out of sight.
There you go. It's still 12:37 a.m. Fine. So that room is what? That's where you just left, right? That's the cash office where the money recycling is. Got it. All right. So I don't know where you are because you're over here, out of the side of the camera, right? Yeah, because you walked over there. There you are. See? Hey, how you doing, man? And then where are you going there? You walked out of the view from there. What's over that way?
So check out.
Okay, no, the first way you went, because you went that way, then you come out that way.
Returns.
Okay, so it's right. All right. So now this is the customer service returns area, right? Okay. Do you know what you're doing at this point right here? Because you're outside the view of the one camera.
I don't remember anything. But
Okay, there you go. What was that? You just put it right there.
I can't see that.
All right, can you wind it, please?
The manager confirmed it was a money bag he'd been handling and claimed he'd gone to self-checkout afterwards, but he didn't have a good answer for why he'd done that. Since he denied remembering if anything wasn't working, he tried the lame excuse that he was too smart to keep stealing from the same store. But the detective wasn't buying it.
Again, I sound like smart. That's probable cause.
Right.
So what I'm trying to figure out is I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubts. And then the other thing that, that I find interesting. I know you're saying understand, or you don't recall the situation. I got that, okay? Because, stuff happens. I got you. Like, I don't remember what I do sometimes, too.
Yeah, at this point, whatever I can do to not have to have a record on my thing inside your job, I'm willing to do it. It's really what I told him. I don't remember taking anything. I really don't remember the situation. This specific situation, seeing it, yes, I was here. I remember that night. Other than that, he said it's been multiple occasions. I don't remember that.
Well, I'm not worried about multiple occasions right now. I'm worried about this incident. Because if you're going to be a teacher, it's an admirable profession.
Right.
But they need teachers who are going to be honest.
The manager claimed he was being honest, but when the camera showed him stealing thousands of dollars, that claim didn't make sense. The detective explained that to him, and the manager then asked for a lawyer, but he had a change of heart on the way to jail when he decided to confess.
It says I've been advised of my rights, I understand what my rights are. I'm willing to make a statement and answer any questions. I understand and know what I'm doing. No promises or threats have been made against me, and no pressure or coercion of any kind has been used against me. It's just, I didn't beat it out of you. Basically, let's say. Yeah. Cool. If that's true, then you just go ahead and sign there.
I've never been arrested.
Oh, it's cool. Yeah.
If I sign this and I choose to not want to talk anymore.
Yeah, this isn't saying that you're admitting to anything. This is saying that I've read you these and you understand your rights.
I was telling the deputy that brought me here. I used to be a police cadet, but I've never seen this part. But
There were still questions about why the manager had left the money he'd stolen in the returns area where anyone could grab it. Eventually, he admitted to taking it out for other people and claimed he'd done it for employees who needed extra help, but he refused to give any names.
What are you getting from it? You're not getting a kickback. You're not getting a percentage.
No, I mean, I'm not the type of person. If I know I shouldn't, like that shouldn't have been the way I helped somebody out, but if I help somebody out, I never asked for anything.
So it's kind of like, and again, I'm not trying to be smart. So it's kind of like modern day Robin Hood. You're digging for the rich to help before, but you're not getting nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm kind of interested in is because that was $9,000 this time, and they're out roughly 50 large, so $50,000. How many more incidents are there going to be like you on this video, with just like the different timestamp though? How many times have you done this? How long has this been going on? Because they've already arrested. TBD's working that part. They arrested Kaisha Duke. They got some stuff with her. I guess they're just kind of spreading the love around.
The manager might have thought his reasons for stealing were noble, that is, if they were true, but what he'd done was still wrong. He was charged with organized scheme to defraud over $50,000 and grand theft, and ordered to pay back $86,543. He was also given 10 years of probation, but violated it for failing to make restitution payments. On August 22, 2023, officers were dispatched to investigate a Wawa supervisor caught stealing from the cash register. The amounts she'd taken were small, but it had been going on daily for over a year, adding up to a substantial amount. An officer arrived on scene and spoke to one of the employees.
Hey, what's going on? So somebody from our loss prevention team is interviewing her on the phone, so they just told me to give them 1 second.
He's interviewing her on the
phone, yeah.
Who's this?
One of my supervisors.
Your supervisor's interviewing somebody?
No. Someone from our loss prevention team.
Is interviewing the supervisor that stole?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
they're just guys getting their statement and stuff like that.
Okay, are they wanting to prosecute?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
So he just told me he's about 10 more minutes.
How can you explain what happened?
He told me yesterday. He said, "Hey, this is what's going on, like refunding like that, and refunding just different purchases or different amounts of credit cards." So.
Okay, so it's theft of grand theft.
Yeah.
All right.
The officer asked the employee to verify that the store wanted to prosecute and promised to pull a case number once he had confirmation. While they handled that, he went to talk to the supervisor. He read her rights and gave her the opportunity to tell her side of the story.
Okay, you want to explain to me what's going on right now? In reference to what you because we have some stuff that's basically being dealt with that you obviously had a phone interview about and things of that particular nature.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So the thing is I've been battling some financial issues. I've been working with Wawa for almost 2 years, and just recently, I've been having issues with like keeping up with my bills and stuff like that. I have a disabled son, so my kid's father's not really in their life, and I really don't have no help. I'm a single mother of 3 kids, and I just was doing like some refunds for gas and stuff like that for my car, giving out like free hoagies and stuff like that, like customers' food. Started about a month ago. Recently I just went to Wawa like for help. They have AIN to see if I can get help like with my mortgage payments, because it's really just a tough time for me. And like I was telling them, like it wasn't like I was doing like big quantities of anything, just like $20, $30, $5 here or some shit like that, but they were false refunds. So that's what this is about.
Having been completely open about what she'd been doing, the officer explained that in totality, she stole a large sum. So he was going to have to place her under arrest for grand theft, but he gave her the opportunity to make arrangements for her kids first.
Now, do you have anything inside your purse?
Nah.
That you wish to disclose at this particular time because it's going to get searched?
I have lighters.
Do you have any illegal substances or anything of that nature?
Grinder.
I'm sorry?
I don't know if it's nothing in
Is there anything in there?
It is.
Okay, we're gonna have to take that for disposal. Okay.
Okay, please don't charge it. It's just, I'm not going to get charged for this.
No, it's
not
for
a lot or
destruction.
nothing. Okay.
It's for destruction.
Throw it away.
Yeah, I'll take
Thank
it.
you, please.
Okay, what else?
A cigar.
That's gonna be in the trash, so you could probably just throw it in the trash because they don't accept that stuff in jail.
And lighters and stuff.
Lighters and things of that nature we don't also accept in jail, so you might as well just throw that away.
Throw it away.
Once she had finished going through her bag, she texted the father of her kids to pick up her keys. The officer allowed her to make a note of any numbers she needed before she handed her phone over. But then her phone started ringing.
Hello? I'm finna go to jail. I have to explain later, but I'm finna go to jail like right now. I gotta write your number down so I can be able to call you. Yeah. Can you tell him I'm finna go to jail?
She's not playing, sir. Okay.
What you gonna do? You got some bond money?
I gotta see how much it is first.
Hey, man.
I'm writing it down now. I'm gonna write both of them down.
Once she'd finished her call, the supervisor went back to her bag and declared a small amount of money in there. The officer advised her it would be counted out at the jail and returned to her later, minus the processing fee. Then a female officer arrived to conduct a search.
How you doing, ma'am? So, put your hands here. Do you have anything on you that I gotta worry about?
No. Oh, I just got another light in my pocket. Okay,
let's take everything out.
Just money, change. Can you take my jacket off?
Yes. Appreciate that.
Just throw that inside.
So you're gonna take it with you, or you're gonna?
I can take it with me.
Put your hands on the wall like this. Thank you.
The supervisor cooperated with the search and appeared to have been telling the truth when she said she didn't have any weapons on her. She finished going through her bag. Then it was time to place her in cuffs and escort her outside.
Put this inside your purse.
Anything?
Yeah, this is just a grinder with regular weed in it.
Yeah, she can throw that away.
Yeah.
No weed.
I'm trucking it.
Not in there. So worried garbage can. Put it outside.
You want it outside?
Yeah, I was thinking I'll throw it in there. Somebody might dig in there and pick it out.
Matter of fact, I'll just check it at the jail. All right, this is yours, right? Okay, so go ahead and put the phone away. All right, turn around, put your hands behind your back. Okay. I got the purse, don't worry about it. Yeah, get that.
I need this too?
What's that?
This is paper for her. I think I need to leave this because this is the paper that the guy had me to write the statement who I was on the phone with. Oh,
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
I'll take it. I'll have her. Okay, so I'll go ahead and take all this information here. I'll make a copy of it real quick. I'll go ahead and place you in the back of the car and get everything all situated. Okay? Let's go.
Unsurprisingly, given how long the supervisor had been stealing, her theft added up to $16,000. She was charged with felony grand theft, sentenced to 5 years probation, and ordered to repay what she'd stolen. On August 16, 2023, a Dollar General store reported that one of their managers had been pocketing cash deposits instead of putting them in the bank. When officers arrived, they were advised of the situation by loss prevention and the district manager. Then they went to speak with the suspect.
And what do you do here?
Store manager.
You're the store manager? How long have you worked here?
With AutoZone almost 7 years.
7 years? Okay.
Been here in the store almost 3.
Okay. So, the reason we're out here, they're accusing you of failing to make cash deposits.
Right.
I don't have the exact amount right now, but they're saying around six deposits, around $13,000. Okay. So
He just assured me that I wasn't gonna go to jail.
He doesn't know. That's what I was telling you when you told me to get out of the room. You X me out of the conversation. I would have corrected him because I told you from the beginning.
So,
if you couldn't pay it back, that would be.
All right. I'm gonna have to speak to her. You're gonna go outside. Okay. We're gonna close the door. I need like 5 minutes.
To complicate matters, the suspect had been told by her supervisor, Miguel, she wouldn't go to jail if she admitted to the theft and paid back the money she'd stolen. But loss prevention still wanted to prosecute. The officer explained he had to address the accusation of a crime and proceeded to read the suspect her Miranda rights.
Now, understanding your Miranda rights, do you wish to speak to me about this matter?
Like answer your questions?
Yeah. About,
yes.
Say yes? Okay, so what's going on with this deposits? They're basically saying that there were 6 deposits. I don't know the exact amounts, but you were supposed to make the cash deposits to the bank and you didn't. Is that?
Well, I had to pay my mom's funeral, my brother's funeral, and everything.
Okay, so is this something that the store manager does, like does cash deposits to the bank?
Oh yeah, all the managers do.
Okay, so how often do you do that? Like how long do you guys hold that cash?
Every day you're supposed to go to the bank.
So every day you go to the bank with
the deposit? Yeah.
Okay.
According to the suspect, the theft had been going on since April and admitted to taking between $1,500 to $3,000 each deposit. However, she claimed it had only been 4 times, not 6. The officer then asked loss prevention to show him their evidence.
Denver back to 15 a lateral walker currently on probation.
Can I answer my daughter?
I'm sorry?
Can I answer my daughter?
No, not right now. I'm not going to beg it.
I'm gonna have to call her and tell her to pick me up.
I'm sorry?
I'm gonna have to call her and tell her to come get me.
Yeah, I don't want you making any phone calls right now. Okay. We'll figure that out later. So those 6, 1, 2, 3.
It's only the last 4. It's only the 31, the 15, 22, and 25. It's only those last 4.
And this one also is missing.
The suspect insisted she'd only stolen 4 times, even though loss prevention said it looked like 6, and asked again about making a deal, like Miguel said she could. Loss prevention explained Miguel had got it wrong, so the suspect tried making a deal with the officer instead.
Can you guys just give me a court date? Not take me to jail, please?
Well, this is a felony amount. We
Right.
can't do a court date for a felony amount.
But he's promised me he said you're not gonna go to jail, I promise you. He said if I agree to pay it back.
So I'm the investigator.
And they're really on there,
He's
like,
here to support me to be a witness of the conversation.
I gotcha.
So he can't make promises or anything like that, unfortunately.
The officer then tried to get to the bottom of the suspect's claims Miguel had promised her she wouldn't go to jail. Unfortunately, it would impact the case if she'd been misled into making a confession under false pretenses, as he explained to both the suspect and loss prevention.
During the course of your investigation, ma'am, did Miguel make that statement that if she provided a statement and agreed to restitution that she would not be placed under arrest?
I was actually in the room.
Okay.
She wanted to speak to him one-on-one.
But you're the one conducting the investigation.
Correct.
So if he's the supervisor?
For her, yeah.
For her.
I oversee the stores when it comes to cash stuff or
Okay.
that stuff.
Okay. Can we call Miguel back in here? Do you have a way? Okay.
Unfortunately, he's not allowed to make those decisions.
I understand, ma'am, but you guys, if you're conducting an investigation as a sub-law enforcement type entity, then you should know that you cannot make that type of a statement because now you've put her under duress. And, well, even if he did it, unfortunately, you've tainted your own investigation. If you're the one in control, then you should have never agreed to leave the room. And that's what I need to get very clear because I'm not going to trample over her civil rights because somebody else did. So,
It was all just to pay my mom, my brother's funeral.
I understand.
He just told me that if I write it, I wouldn't go to jail.
Understand that regardless of what statements are made, right? That is for you to dispute with a lawyer. As far as we are concerned, you have now committed the act of grand theft. That is a felony. We have no choice. We must make an arrest and we must take you in.
The next step was to speak to Miguel and get his side of the story. The officer asked an employee to go and find him, and they went to another room where he could be questioned without any interruptions from either loss prevention or the suspect.
Sir, are you Miguel? Yeah. And are you her supervisor normally? Okay, so she's made the statement to us that she was told that if she provided a statement that you guys would not pursue prosecution as long as you did make that statement to her. Okay. Okay. I just need to clarify that.
I'm here because I was trying to save her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
The lady is loss prevention.
Yeah.
So she's gonna do her thing.
Yeah.
I was trying to, at least, if she was willing to cooperate.
Yes.
I was assuming that loss prevention was going to take that into consideration and accept, you know, like a deal. You know?
Yeah.
But it looked like she.
Yeah. Unfortunately, okay. Those kind of deals. So because of that, do you have ID so we can just document that we spoke with you? And
the officer gave Miguel a full explanation of why speaking with him was important, because of the allegations the suspect was making about being coerced into confessing under false pretenses. But when it came to handing over his ID, Miguel became surprisingly uncooperative.
No, I don't remember provide my ID. I don't have to. I haven't committed any crime.
You're part of the investigation as the authorized representative and as her supervisor who brought her in here. You are now part of the investigation.
You can raise your tone.
I'm not raising my tone at all, sir. I've only spoken with you.
I'm not afraid, but I'm not going to provide my ID because I know the law.
No problem.
And I'm happy that this is happening because I didn't want that to happen to her.
Okay.
But,
The officer went back to the suspect, and she was shown a document with figures of the missing deposits. But she only admitted to 3 of them and claimed the others weren't her. The officer explained she was still facing the same charges as the amount remained over $5,000, and it would still be the same bond. He then allowed her to call her daughter.
Can I talk to her? You have to.
Yeah, just leave it on speaker.
I'll turn up inside.
Yeah.
Hello? Hey, Tori. Can you hear me?
Are you okay?
No, what, Jill? Don't worry, don't tell nobody, but I gave Jen my debit card at work, so you can call her on Facebook.
What?
They're taking me to jail, so if you could bail me out.
Why are they taking you to jail?
Because of deposits. But, I mean, I didn't go yet, so I don't know how long it's going to be, but what does she have to do? Hey, Kyrie.
What are you talking about?
At work. I'll tell you later, but what does she have to do?
The officer explained the procedure of bonding out. It was clear throughout the call that the daughter had known nothing about the theft, as she acted shocked and told her mother how stupid she'd been. A female officer was then brought in to search the suspect before taking her outside.
I don't have to get undressed, do I?
No.
Oh, okay.
Stand up.
Stand back 32 black male subject, one last thing wearing all red clothing on foot, and one last thing wearing all black clothing.
This is the thing of my bra.
Letter backpack, and total bicycle.
After she was searched, the suspect was taken outside to the squad car. Her arrest was handled as respectfully as possible, and the officers did their best to minimize the number of people who witnessed her arrest. They then discussed the case amongst themselves.
So, first of all, she made an allegation that she was coerced into a statement because they promised her no ramifications, and then, asked the supervising manager, for his information. He does not want to comply. He's not under any charges, so I'm not going to force him to. I'm just going to notate that. When I asked him, he said yes, that he made that statement, thinking, and he's claiming that the loss prevention lady lied to him as well. Whatever the case may be, if he's not going to cooperate and provide a statement, then I can't prove any lie.
And we're not using it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we definitely should notate, though, that she made the statement, I'll put my supplement in if you want me to do it, Okay.
The suspect was charged with 1 count of felony grand theft and was sentenced to 60 months of probation, 75 hours of community service, an anti-theft course, a vital living skills course, and was ordered to pay $10,356 in restitution. On August 1st, 2023, a woman had just been promoted to a managerial position at a local Target store, but couldn't resist the temptation of getting cash from the registers she was responsible for. Officers were called in and shown evidence by loss prevention.
And her drawers were short every day then? I would assume?
Yeah, the shortage was there.
Okay. How were you made aware of this?
So I'm made aware of this every time a team member opens their register drawer. It flags in the system if it's not for a sale. And as well as I review the closing cash that's been closing. I review all of our closing cash operations regularly. While I was reviewing, we were missing a cash bag, an entire bag. And we were trying to find out where it went. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna start reviewing video. On the 20th, I found that both bags were put there, but then I watched this team member go over to another register, go to that register, and can see the cash. I'll show you that initial video, but this is the one I clicked on first. There's our team member there. And I have a better picture of the face shot that coincide. You're good. You're good. They coincide time-wise, but this is a nice clear zoomed in over the top shot. Okay.
They paused the video while the officer went to speak to his partner and explained they were looking at the evidence caught on security cameras. He asked his partner to watch the suspect and make sure she didn't try to walk out, then went back to reviewing the footage.
It's probably going to be a 15, Chris. So
we're looking at 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s, or in the last right room. It's a little bit more video because I got the whole process. But
So you combine the 50s and 100s in the far right. Is that how every register is supposed to be?
That's the standard, yeah. What she does is she takes all of the money out of the register, and once she has it all out, she fans it all out, and then you can see the left side, which would be the larger bills are, because she's setting it up that way. She'll take multiple, what looks like on the low end to be 3.
Okay.
So we went with 3.
Now, is this common for a cashier to sit here and pull all the money out at the cash register and count it, and then...
Typically, they should just take it all out, bang, 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 and put it in one of those bags.
So they're not usually counting it at the register?
They don't count at the register. We have a cash office and a machine that counts it.
Okay.
So smaller bills on top, bigger bills on the bottom. In the order that she pulled it off from. Right there, rolls it up, puts a rubber band on it, sets it on top, puts that My Device, the little phone thing, on top of it, puts the remainder of the money in the bag. She then rebanks the register with the money that's supposed to go in there all the way to the left, place the bag on top, that's standard, places that bag into the cart, and then she comes back and retrieves both her phone and the money that's underneath of it.
Loss prevention then pulled up a second video from a different angle and told the officer he'd seen this live and was able to zoom in for a clear, clean shot which positively identified the suspect. The officer continued to clarify how much of what he was seeing was standard practice.
So is this common for her to go from register to take the money out, put it in the bag, and bring it to you guys, or is it?
We have a team member that typically does it. Whether it's her or another team member, it's typical practice. They go register, take the money out, put it in the bags, put it in this cart, where it locks into the cart, and then
so
brings the cash
this
off.
is what she was assigned to do that at that point.
Yep, to debank
okay.
registers.
When asked if he thought the suspect had something to do with the missing bag, the loss prevention officer admitted he couldn't prove it, but said again how the bag was what triggered the investigation. The next step was for the cops to question the suspect.
My name's Officer Kelly. I work for West Palm Beach Police Department. I'm sure you're aware of why we're here because they told me that they had already spoken to you about it. Okay. But first off, before I start, I have to read you your rights. It doesn't mean you're under arrest. It's just something I have to do before I ask you any questions, okay? Have you ever heard of the Miranda warnings? Okay. I'm going to read them to you after each one that I read to you. I just need you to give me a verbal yes or no if you understand it. If you don't understand it, I'll go ahead and explain it to you, okay? All right. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Do you understand that? All right. So, as I spoke to your colleagues there, they basically are accusing you of taking an unknown amount of money at this point, somewhere close to the range of $1,400. Do you know anything about this at all? No. Okay. How long have you worked here for?
Almost 3 years.
Okay, and you've had no other issues like this within the last 3 years, correct? I noticed on camera that you were responsible for going from register to register and taking the money out of the drawer. Is that a common practice of yours? Okay. And what is included in that practice? What do you do? Can you explain to me?
So I am taking the money from the day out and putting new money for the next day.
Okay.
The suspect denied counting the money after taking it out and claimed she just put it in a red or green bag before putting the money for the next day into the register. But then the officer moved on to the suspicious behavior caught on camera.
Would there be any reason why you would roll up money?
No.
Okay. So you wouldn't roll it into any kind of like money roll and then put a rubber band over it or anything?
No.
Okay. So when I was watching the video footage, it's pretty clear that it's what you were doing, is rolling it into a money roll, placing a rubber band over it, and then placing it on top of the desk. Why would you be doing that? You didn't do that? Okay. So why would the video footage show you doing that? You see where I'm at here, right? I'm watching a video footage that's unedited from the department store who has no reason to accuse you of this.
I don't know if it's unedited, but I have never done anything like that.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add to this?
Despite the suspect's best efforts, there was no denying the video evidence was real. She had no excuse for what she'd been doing, but perhaps most shocking was how bored she seemed by the entire situation, even when the time came to arrest her.
So, Ms. Janine, based off the video evidence and the statements made by your coworkers, I'm going to be taking you to jail tonight. Is there anything on your person that might poke or stick me?
No.
Okay, can you stand up for me, please?
What is going to happen with my items?
They're going to go with you to jail. Okay. Can you take this jacket off? Okay, thank you.
And when do I get to speak to a lawyer?
That will be after processing. So once you get processed into the jail, then you'll have an opportunity to call wherever you'd like.
So your jacket.
That's their stuff.
This is.
No, the
Oh, that's all
jacket's
yours.
fine,
Okay, the jacket's yours.
Yeah.
Chris, do you mind grabbing that?
Yeah, I got you.
Is there no other pleasant way to do this, like walking out of the store?
Unfortunately, no, because once you're in our custody, we have to place you in handcuffs in case you try to run away. We've had people run away and crack their head, so it's a liability thing. So we have to detain you like this, unfortunately.
And you guys can walk me out of side doors?
The lead officer agreed. If there were side doors available, he didn't see any reason why they couldn't go that way, even though she would have to be taken around the front as that's where their car was parked. But the officer's willingness to accommodate the suspect did nothing to improve her attitude.
I know you guys know the fire emergency doors or whatever.
I've actually never been to them, so I don't know.
Especially we don't know how to get downstairs either.
Are you
I'm
guys
sure
able to walk us outside?
Because that's really embarrassing. They're going to be embarrassed after they are proven wrong.
I'll just walk with you. Can one of you guys lead us out?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
The suspect was led out to the officer's car and taken to jail, and was later sentenced to 12 months of probation. She was also ordered to pay $2,500 in restitution, but shockingly, she managed to get another retail job just months after being convicted. Hopefully, she'd prove to be more honest in her new position. On August 1st, 2024, officers were dispatched to an AutoZone store over suspected fraudulent refunds by one of their employees. They arrived to find the employee waiting for them in the parking lot, and he immediately handed over his ID as he seemed keen to clear things up.
That's why I ain't leave. He said I could go, but I ain't going nowhere, man.
So what happened? What they said?
They lost convincing people. And we was doing refunds. And I was taking, like, if I do a person refund, it's a certain customer. He come here on the regular. For some reason, he always picked me to do his refund. So I got used to him coming, so I kept doing the refund for the battery. But sometimes he would come out, instead of him waiting for me to get him the money back, he'll be like, hey man, I'm going to put my battery in the car, spray me the money. And I told him straight up, like, it'll look just as crazy if I go in the register to get money with the receipt and just walk out the door. So I put it in my pocket. He would give me a $5, $10 tip every time he come, and that's what that. And I told him they showed cameras of me putting it in my pocket on inside the store, but I'm like, well, what's the picture of me outside the store? Once I leave, well, we can't show you that, or we don't have that. So I'm like, well, that's on the one side of the puzzle. But I told them, man, y'all they doing their job. It's no hard feelings. That's why I'm not running nowhere. I'm not to make myself look like a suspect. That's why when you pulled up, I gave you my ID.
I appreciate that. I was just let us talk to him real quick.
The officer went inside the store to talk to the employee who'd called the cops. He was given more details about the alleged theft, but it was loss prevention he really needed to speak to.
Hey, how are you, sir?
Hey.
Doing good, man.
What's going on?
So, not much. The loss prevention manager, Hector, just steps in the back. He's on his way back up.
Okay.
Basically, we had an employee who admitted to $943 in theft. Over the course of, call it, 30 days.
Okay.
Hector has a statement and all the supporting documentation right here that he's going to get to you. I think he's on his way up.
Okay.
So I'll go grab him. Thank you.
Yep.
The employee brought the regional loss prevention manager, Hector, out. It was clear Hector had already carried out his own thorough investigation, as he had documented evidence.
So the gentleman is sitting outside, probably on his bench.
Yeah.
While he was working for us, he completed these fraudulent refunds of the parts. He returned them for that dollar amount, and then I called the customer. Customer said they didn't do a return, and he took the money. I have it all in color, and kept the money and put it in his pocket.
Okay.
This young lady, she's already gone. I'd like to file charges, but I can do that, at a later date.
Yeah.
But she split the money with him on that transaction.
Okay.
But I have multiple transactions where he did it, and that's his name, Jordan.
So the person would come in for a refund, you'd give him the refund money, and he would just put it in his pocket instead of...
So a customer would come in, like for example, a battery went out on their car, they came in and they thought they had the battery on the warranty.
Yeah.
So in reality, we're just supposed to give him a different battery.
Yeah.
So he would give him a different battery, but not run it through the system, and then do a return.
Okay.
Like let's say if you came in and said, hey, I don't want your battery, I'm gonna go to advance.
Yeah.
So just give me my money back.
Yeah.
So in reality, he should have given the money back,
Right.
but what he did, he's let him take our battery and then pocket the money.
Okay.
Hector said the amount they could prove the suspect had pocketed was about $900. He also had a signed Q&A, which covered the suspect's side of the story. However, that didn't stop the suspect making the same excuses to the female officer waiting outside with him. The suspect's wife was already there as well.
Why you don't? Well, damn, what, you was home?
Yeah, you called me up.
I thought you was at work. But they don't show me outside the store giving the customer his money on his with his receipt. Back into that with his receipt. Right. And then on top of that, every refund, regardless of what it is, if it can be a piece of candy, every refund that is done, a manager have to put their code in. A regular crew member, which what I am, I can't do no refunds regardless of what it is without a manager putting their code in and approving it.
The suspect then claimed the manager whose code he'd used for the refunds had put some money to the side and given him the rest. He complained why she wasn't being accused of anything.
So what's the difference? What's the difference between me and her? Because if I was doing something wrong, that basically means two can play that game, because it takes two people to complete one transaction to refund. So why is it just me and not her, not throwing her under the bus, not saying she's doing something wrong, but if I know cameras in here, why am I doing this? She'll tell you. I damn sure ain't flossing no money around the damn house.
Yeah. If it's like a miscommunication or a mistranslation of anything, we'll figure it out.
I told them everything they needed to know.
Yeah.
So I'm a store manager, so I know that an employee can't do it by itself. It's too
Did you tell the other deputy that as well?
Yeah,
Okay,
I gave him my ID when he pulled up. So
no, I mean, did you tell him that it takes two people to do a transaction for a refund?
No, I didn't tell him.
Okay,
It just came out as we was talking. But
Okay.
I ain't hired. I told him I fell into it, so I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I should have been smart. And as I was on the phone with her, I was like, damn, couldn't think of, she the one that asked me to come and work early.
You're saying it takes a manager to do any returns.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, you got to put the code in.
Are you?
Even
I'm his
that's my wife.
I'm a store manager at McDonald's. So
Just say if you bought this soda and you came back because you want to return it for its flat or whatever reason, once I do the refund, especially, I take it back. If it's a certain amount, like anything over $30 or $40.
The suspect continued with his story about taking the refunded cash outside to customers, but this approach didn't seem to make much sense. And when the lead officer asked him why he'd been doing that, the suspect couldn't give a reason for it. The lead officer then went back to Hector.
I can't do those yet.
Not yet, that's right. Oh, okay.
All right, so just from my understanding again, so the customer would come in with the old battery, say I want a refund. You would give him the new battery, and instead of giving him the cash back, you would keep the cash as well in his own pocket. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It says he goes out there, I mean, it doesn't make sense anyways, but he says he goes out there and he gives him the cash. If he does, he does. Regardless, he's still keeping the money.
Hector said that in the last 30 days, the suspect had carried out the fraudulent refunds 5 times to different customers, and it was all caught on camera. He began to make even less sense the more he talked.
So it was multiple different people. It wasn't the same person.
But the other ones he showed, I told him it wasn't adding up because the last ones I did that I'm aware of, I said all you had to do was call and verify. But the main dude that I've been talking about the whole time is the same person that we always aware of.
The video and the pictures and stuff of you putting the money in your pocket.
I told him I didn't deny that because I said yeah, I should have did that. That might make it look fishy, but I met him right there. So if y'all showing me putting it in my pocket right here, why y'all won't show me?
What's the benefit of bringing it out here rather than just putting it in the
Because like I said, I should have called on to that too. Because most likely he felt like I was an easy target and he started the routine. Because they even know I don't know this person outside of AutoZone. Maybe he started a routine and act like I was an easy lick. I mean, I'm quite sure you know what lick means. I was an easy target. So, and he come on the regular, but there's 4 or 5 times. There may not be the exact number, but I just say 4 or 5 times when he would come do the refund. But hey, I'm gonna fix this on my car. Just bring me the money and the receipt. So I still come out here and do it instead of.
He said he would fix it.
Yeah, and that's in my.
What about the other people?
But that's what I kept, like I was saying to you, I've been saying the same thing to them. I don't know what y'all got going on with other people.
The officer was confused why there was money being given to customers when the suspect said that the customer just wanted to exchange their batteries with new ones. Even if it was true that his manager just tricked her into becoming part of the scheme, he should have noticed how odd it was.
Dude that always come out, he always get a full refund and he would act like he's coming out to swap his battery or do something else instead of him standing to the register and getting his money. We're not just talking about one occasion, we're talking about different occasions where he's not just purchasing or returning the battery, it's other items also. So it's never what he just doing batteries and batteries only. Sometimes he would switch it up, sometimes he would do this, and sometimes he would do that. But on 2 or 3 different occasions, instead of him waiting, not always, but instead of him waiting on the register, he would come out to the vehicle for whatever reason and have me bring it out. I shouldn't fail for that. I should have did that, and I'm gonna own up like I've been owning up to. I shouldn't have did that.
Okay.
It was wrong on my behalf, but at the end of the day, you show me one video, but you're not showing me the other.
The female officer kept picking at the holes in his story, asking why he would pocket the money instead of carrying it to customers in his hands. He continued to dodge her questions until a second officer confronted him about his incoherent claims.
Even if that's what you did still, he's getting a new battery and the money back.
They said that, they said that about a whole other person that I wasn't aware of.
What?
They said that about a different person that I wasn't aware of. And that's recorded in the record.
Yeah, there's multiple people, I guess, that have refunded.
That's what I'm saying, that I have no recollection of.
His story was completely different to what the staff were saying and didn't fit at all with the evidence Hector had provided. Because the store wanted to press charges and the theft was over a felony amount, the cops had to arrest the suspect.
Yeah, so that's like a felony? I should have... Yeah, I would have been better off having that amount of money.
So it's technically grand theft.
Okay. And that's gonna be on my record.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, because of the severity of the crime, because of the dollar amount and everything like that, unfortunately, we have to take you down, okay? So if you can just turn around for me real quick, and I know. I'll let you. Just turn around for me, and then we'll handle this and put your hand behind back together.
The female officer removed the suspect's name tag, and he told them he had his wallet in his pocket. She also offered to tell his wife about the arrest.
So he's the only one that's going to go to jail, correct? The other lady's not going to jail, correct?
They haven't reported her yet, but they are going to. They're just collecting more.
She quit, so they're addressing.
I just asking questions, so
They're addressing.
We're not saying that she's not going to.
They're addressing that at a later time because she's not here.
She was here.
Well, not right now.
Well,
Okay, I'm okay with it.
But
all I'm saying, she was here also. She calls him to come to work early.
Yeah,
so she saw him and asked him to have a good day. She went
what,
home.
today?
Today.
She called me to ask me
Today.
He says they're addressing it.
I understand that, but then he gets locked up and she goes home tonight. So I'm just asking questions.
So
there's not much we can do if they don't report it.
I don't know why they didn't report it, but they said that they would be addressing it at a later date.
The suspect stuck to his story that he hadn't benefited from the scheme that his manager pulled, and that he should have been smarter. He was still charged with grand theft, and his bond was set at $2,500. He was sentenced to a 24-month deferred prosecution, 50 hours of community service, moral recantation therapy, and was ordered to pay $1,886 in restitution. On April 29, 2025, officers were called to a Walmart to investigate an employee later identified as Jessica, who'd been caught shoplifting, with the first instance being on February 28th and the most recent being on April 15th. Loss prevention explained to the officers what was going on.
What she's doing, she's just covering barcodes on stuff. There are a few transactions in there where she's buying $70 worth of stuff, but she covers the barcode on one or two things. So, and then there's two transactions where she just turns the barcode away. One of them was a T that she actually had upside down. Her hand was covering the barcode then too. And then the other one was a Pedialyte that she just turned away and went across the thing with it. So there's the list of stuff there. It's on the CD as well. Okay. Do you want to look at any video before we went back? Or?
Oh, sure. Don't these people know how good you are at your job, Zane?
Do you feel like insulted? Yeah, they don't know what to do. She looks at the barcode. She reaches over, grabs it with her right hand, covers the barcode, and just across it, and then pays 96 cents. Sandwich was $4.77 or $5.77.
What's her job here?
She is an overnight mod setter, so she sets the shelves when the new stuff comes in.
Say she does checkouts, she does scanning the stuff. Okay, that's good enough for me.
Zane also told the officers the store had asked Jessica to be handcuffed and walked through the grocery side to set an example. He then led them to the office in the back, where Jessica was being detained, and they were shown inside to question her.
Hello. Gordon. You guys are done with kind of all the internal stuff?
Yes. Okay. She did say that she has some stuff. You said it was in the locker or the break room?
It's in my bag in the break room on the
She
table.
lost some stuff in the break room.
Stuff that you need to collect?
He needs a card
She has
and a
her-
badge.
Oh, gotcha.
She has her bag in there.
Okay, just obviously they've kind of handled the internal stuff here. My job is to talk to you about kind of what's happened and see about kind of our role in all this.
Jessica said she was willing to talk to the officers, but indicated she'd written a statement and didn't know what else to say. She was read her rights and was given the opportunity to give her side of the story.
You want to tell me kind of, or did you write a statement?
I did write a statement.
What does the statement say?
I wasn't aware that I was taking items that had not been scanned through the store and that they weren't being purchased.
Okay. Do you think that's possible to consistently not be able to use the self-checkout?
Whenever I come to a problem that I know that the register has said, hey, there's a problem, I go and get someone to go and fix it.
Do you look at how much things cost when you purchase them?
No, that's part of the problem is that when I run my debit card, I'm not aware of what the price ends up saying.
Are you, this is kind of an odd question, are you hard of hearing at all? Are you able to hear?
No, but my sight isn't always that great.
Doesn't
so
make,
I don't pay attention.
So
to
I've used it and it's been a minute, but it makes a sound, right, when something gets scanned?
I guess I don't know. I don't even think about it.
Are you literate and able to read a computer screen?
I am.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be insulting. I'm just trying to make sure that that's not a disability issue or something like that. But the screen, I've been here a few times. Pretty easy to use.
Jessica's claim she didn't know about the sound scanning an item makes seemed odd, especially for someone working in the store who probably heard it as background noise on a daily basis.
I don't know. I mean, you know, you go and grab it and it covers one barcode and it doesn't cover another barcode. They're not always in the same place.
So kind of the issue is, in viewing the video, it looks like you move it intentionally and manipulate it in order to cover the barcode. That's what I saw.
Well, I'm not trying to do that.
Okay. Well, and you know that the barcode reader has to see the product, and if your hand is there, it's obviously not going to see the product. And so, like, the combination of those things, right? That there's no change on the screen, there's no sound, your hand's in front of there, the price is wrong, would lead a reasonable person to think that...
I'm not consciously aware that I am not scanning something.
The officer asked Jessica what she would think if someone else behaved like she had, and she admitted it'd be the same as the cops. This meant she understood what was wrong. Officers then confirmed with the other Walmart staff what they wanted to do.
Everything, it sounds like, was food or perishable items. And all this stuff was like food and perishable items for the most part, it looks like. Yeah. So I don't think we need to recover anything, right? We're not trying to...
Probably restitution.
Fair enough. What's your status at the store? Trespass and whatnot? Okay.
The lead officer gave Jessica another chance to tell the truth and explained that not taking responsibility for her actions was an indicator she might repeat the offense in the future and would ultimately make things worse for her. But Jessica didn't seem to recognize the olive branch she was being offered.
My statement is as accurate as I can give you. I'm not trying to take anything from the company. I like shopping at Walmart. I like working for Walmart. I wasn't trying to steal anything.
Okay. So we're going to walk over to my patrol car. I'm going to issue a citation for theft in the 3rd degree. Okay. And then you will be free to go. We have stuff we need to get from Locker.
Yes. Yeah,
sure. All right.
What does that mean?
You're going to have a court date and you can talk to the prosecutor about if they think this is a reasonable amount. That's a reasonable explanation. I find that there's probable cause that you committed a theft and that's not a reasonable amount of mistakes. So that's my thought. Prosecutor may see it your way or not. He may say, hey, you don't have to get you charged up, but I'm going to issue something that you have to go to court and talk to them about. Okay? We'll follow you and get your badge and whatnot.
Given the behavior of some suspects in Jessica's situation, the cops must have been relieved that she was being so cooperative. After getting her belongings, they walked her out the grocery side, just as the store had requested.
We'll be on this side through those gates.
Jessica, is the pad yours? Yes, but they can use it. Doesn't matter. The ladder's not. She store used it for the mod crew, but the ladder can be for all of the mod crew. That wasn't my purchase. Yeah, I did purchase that myself.
Once they reached the squad car, the cops explained to her what would happen next. She still wasn't under arrest, so there was no need for handcuffs. But there was paperwork to go through.
It's up to you. You want to sit back? Stand right there or sit in the back? Okay. I'm not gonna. You can put yourself in and put it on the hood of my car. All I'm gonna do is enter the stuff in my computer, print you a piece of paper, and you will be good to go. So you can put your stuff down. It'll probably take me about 3 or 4 minutes. I may ask you a question or two, but that'll be it. Yeah, ma'am. Rip the corner off there, it just has my name on it. The only part that's not really important. So I'll give you that. But the case number's on top here. Your information, the location. It's a theft 3rd degree, which is the lowest level of theft, just a misdemeanor. In case it's multiple occurrences, I didn't charge you theft on this day, theft on this day, theft on this day, because it sounds like it's a whole bunch of little days.
The officer went through all the details about the court appearance. She seemed to be taking everything seriously and asked questions to confirm her understanding.
So when I get the court date, then I talk to the prosecutor at the court date, and then
there will be a
we
prosecutor
figure out
there.
what's going on.
Yep. You can always call their office too. They should have the case in a few days.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. I'm gonna head back inside.
Jessica was charged with misdemeanor theft, 3rd degree, for a total amount estimated at $76.85. Given how cooperative she'd been with the cops and how well she listened to the details of the court process, hopefully she was able to reach a misdemeanor compromise to pay for the missing goods and avoid further trouble. It's no secret that store security is constantly improving, so it's more stupid of these managers to think that they would not get busted for stealing on the job. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos like this.